Hey guys, so I know I normally don't use my phone to do an upload, but I wanted to get this information out to you guys, okay? There is some visions that I had over the past, well, this is what, starting on October the 2nd and on October the 3rd. And I feel like God has wanted me to release this so that you guys know and understand exactly what I know I'm not the only one, okay, that God is speaking to about this. And so I wanted to make sure that I put this out. So in one of the visions, and if you see me looking down, I'm just reading from my book. One of the visions, this was, okay, it says I had it on October the 1st. This was more of like an attack, okay? Well, it wasn't an attack, but the vision that I had, it was like God was revealing to me that, yes, there are certain things that are trying to come against the people of God who are in this position. And so I had a vision of a woman. I saw her face, and her face was shape-shifting. So I never really could make out exactly what she looked like. And whenever I see certain visions, the visions that I typically see, they are transparent. So they don't have color to them. I could see the outlines of the hair. It almost looks like a drawing, like a transparent drawing of kind of cartoonish, but it's all you see is the lines. So I don't see color. I don't see, race or anything like that. It's literally just lines. So I saw the woman's face, and it was shape shifting, so I couldn't really make out any features, but I knew it looked demonic. And then after that, I saw a man's face, and one of his eyes, inside his eye, it was nothing but a satanic star was in his eye. Okay. And I didn't even look up what that meant as far as trying to get revelation about the eye. I mean, it was obvious to me that it was not of God. So I immediately just sat up and started rebuking it and binding it. Okay. Casting it down, of course. And I lay back down, and I then had a dream, or it wasn't a dream. This was also a vision, but I had a vision. So if you're following me on Instagram, then you know that I just had an event with my mother for her business, and it was a rooftop event. And so in this vision, I was on the rooftop in the midst of everybody that was at the event. But all of a sudden, I start like lifting up off the ground and going into the air, which at first glance, I felt myself, going into a state of fear, because it's like, I'm going up in the air, there's no roof. What if I fly over the side or something like that? So I go up into the air, and I start moving away from the building. And then later I realize I'm being carried by an angel. The angel flies me to the airport and lands me down like right underneath like the parking deck area where you walk in before going into the Atlanta airport to catch a flight. And I woke up and I'm like, okay, you're taking me to the airport. Now, many of you that know that the airport represents destiny. Okay, so typically the airport will represent like a transportation of you going to your destiny, or going into an area where God is going to be quickly moving you. Okay. The very next day on the 3rd, I had I woke up at 3:30 in the morning. And before opening my eyes, I started seeing a transparent carriage. Like the carriages that you see on Cinderella? That's what I saw. It was a carriage, almost looked like a pumpkin carriage, but again, it was transparent. All I saw was the lines, but I saw the little window, and it's so weird. I saw the little window, and I saw the little curtains that was draped, and then I saw two transparent faces come together like they were kissing. And immediately when I woke up, Minister Kevin was on the TV, and one of his sermons was playing. And God always will wake me up sometimes if I have a sermon playing and there's something that is being said on that sermon that I need to hear. He will wake me up at that moment that it's being spoken. And at that time, Minister Kevin was speaking about recompense and being blessed to receive more than I had lost. Again, I know that this isn't just my word. So recompense, okay? Recompense, which is basically being rewarded and receiving what was lost. All right. Now, I immediately went into my Bible at that time and I opened up to Joshua 21:43, and it read, or the title of that section is The Promise Fulfilled. The Lord gave Israel all of the land of which he had sworn to give to their fathers, and not a man of all their enemies stood against them. The Lord delivered all their enemies into their hands. Everything came out right. So guys, I want you to know that regardless of what it is that you know is warfare that is trying to come against you, that you know Satan is trying to intimidate you, that he's trying to make you feel like the battle has not been won. He is trying to make you feel like, you know, he's literally getting into your mind and making you believe a lie so that you will sabotage what it is that God is doing. But what God has done has been completed. It's already done. Now what God is calling for you to do is to remain in a place of faith, okay? Perseverance, patience, and he's wanting you to remain in purity. So in everything that you do, just be led by God. And when you start to feel yourself going into a space where you know that you are feeling doubt, unbelief, you're questioning God, and you're wanting to give up, you're wanting to just throw in the towel and say, you know what, I don't want this, just keep me on this path. When you start feeling like that, I won't say that it's normal, but I will say that it's something that the enemy will begin to do, because he doesn't want you to wait patiently. He doesn't want you to persevere. He doesn't want those things to come together, even though they're already done in the spirit. So just, guys, I know it's not easy, especially if you're someone who has a calling on your life that's related to ministry. The enemy's going to come at you even harder. Okay, he's going to come at you even harder because he does not want these things to take place. But I can tell you from experience, just stay on your knees. Stay on your knees, okay? When you don't feel like studying, that is me. When you don't feel like studying, you don't feel like praying, you're like, Lord, why are you taking me through all of this? And we do not understand what God is doing. His ways are not our ways. So I'm just coming to encourage you guys with this word, and to let you know that during this process of him restoring, reviving, resuscitating, bringing in new things, for many it's the end of some things, but the beginning of new things. Okay. And yeah, I just wanted to come and just give you guys this encouraging word. So I pray that this has blessed you. Stay the course. Love you guys. Bye.